Hey everybody, Wagwan. This is Suzette Speaks. I'm excited to be with you today. I want to say hello to all my peoples. If you're watching from around the world, come in, man. Make yourself at home. This broadcast is sponsored by Jamaicans.com. If you don't know who I am, I want to welcome you. You're watching on multiple platforms this morning. We are simulcasting on Jamaicans.com, like I say, every Saturday, 12 noon. I am live. I will be live next Saturday as well from an event. Really excited about that. But today we're going to be talking about mindset. If you're like me, I had a rough start already to my 2024. First of all, welcome. Okay, first of all, drop in the chat where you're watching from. Second of all, welcome on Facebook. Hey, I see everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Those who are watching Team Replay, say what's up. Leave a comment. Please like and please do also share. So I was telling you that I started out my 2024 really strong, like many people. I always begin optimistic. I set goals. I write myself a little letter, what last year was about, try to cleanse myself, and then go into what I like, the vision for this year. But I was a little bit thrown off because I don't know about you guys, and I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I have all of a sudden had to deal with like back to back loss of life and friends and families that I know who are pretty, close to me, near and dear. I had lost my godmother at the end of 2023. A friend of mine lost her brother, only 40 years old. I have a friend who lost her dad. So, like, you ever had a start to a year where you felt ready for anything, and then all of a sudden you have a swing in the pendulum and you have to deal with so many challenges? I feel like I need a redo already for my 2024. My year started out with the positivity, but it wasn't even, January 2nd before I started getting hit left and right with all kinds of challenges and trying to be there for people who I love and their tragic loss, right, during their time of bereavement. So if you're like me, mindset can be a very difficult thing. I can have days where I am on point and I feel like I can conquer anything and I could do anything. And then there are days when I begin my day and I just ask God for strength to get me through the day because it's so heavy for me dealing with my personal issues. Everybody got personal issues, y'all. Put a like if you know what I'm talking about. I have my personal issues. I have my family who I am very close to. They got issues, friends who got issues. Sometimes it's very hard to balance what it is that you need in order to make yourself stronger in the 2024, right? Mindset is super important. And I've learned that even though you think you have a positive mindset, oftentimes we can lose ourselves and in the conditions and in the environments and in the challenges that we face, and our mindsets become negative without us even knowing it. Today's show we're going to dedicate to trying to get us back into a positive state of mind. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And I have some help today that's going to ensure that we are thinking about what we're thinking about. Mindset for many people can become very negative very quickly. And if you practice to see the negative, you will always see negative. And if you practice to see the positive, you will always see the positive. So we're going to delve a little bit deeper with tools from an amazing website. You'll see it in the description. It's called Uplifting Actions. They are behind a husband and wife team who's behind a brand who works to provide tips, tools, tricks to get you back into a positive mindset on your tough days. Visit their website. You can sign up for their email. They are with you kind of day to day, week to week, to try to help you to improve your mindset. So it's really important that if you're like me and you struggle with mindset, you stay tuned in. Again, 5 ways to change your mindset, positive mindsets only in 2024. We want to stay uplifted. We want to encourage one another. And I also know that I tend to want to do it alone. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Anybody know? I'm smart. I know how to do it. I can get it done by myself, but that's not always the case. Sometimes we need help, and it's okay to need help. So if you know a little bit about my platform, let me tell you real quick. I started out on YouTube doing much more healing work because I was doing live seminars and workshops for people and seeing people transform, women in particular, getting their mojo back, their mindsets shifted. And we've gone into more politics and news. It's an election year, and I also have a wonderful passion for politics. I will show y'all my workout. That's another thing I'm passionate about. But we try to get right for the 2024. Okay, leave me alone. Let me work out in peace. I was writing down, I had a wonderful call. Talk about mindset. I had a wonderful call with a group of influencers slash creatives this morning. And in that call, and I was like, I might have to join this Saturday morning call with these folks, because the way they set intention and talked about how through even the things that we enjoy doing the most, the creative passions that we enjoy doing the most without trying, they said, think of it as play. What would you get up and just do for fun? How we can incorporate that more into the work we're doing and how that would allow us to sustain. I'm not going to give up all of the nuggets today. Thank you, Bloom Intensive. But and shout out to Olu, shout out to Sekou, all those gentlemen and ladies who were on the call this morning. But I'm about mindset, right? It's always important to check yourself. I can get to that place where it's like, God, are you trying to sign me up for the strongest soldier team again in 2024? I don't want to be on the strongest soldier, right? They say, God, you only what you can bear, God. This year, we don't want everything, Lord. We don't want the strongest soldier package. I want to please bless me and get me to the other side package. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about this morning, but I am grateful to have this wonderful platform to introduce you to this wonderful platform called Uplifting Actions. Go right now. Go sign up for their newsletter. They give you a newsletter, y'all, and it's free, and you get a free ebook. She's going to tell you about it, right? And the co-founder is with me. I'm just going to go by her first name. It's Alicia. She's a fantastic family friend, long-time friend, in full disclosure. And I saw what she was doing on Instagram. I followed her page, Uplifting Actions on Instagram. They're on LinkedIn. They're on TikTok. They're on Facebook. They're on YouTube. Please go and subscribe. You'll see the links in the description. But I am asking her to do her magic and share with us the passion that she has for this subject matter, which is helping people shift. Anybody need a little shifting? I am grateful that she's spending a little time with us on this beautiful Saturday. Let me say hello to my people real quick. Ernest, what up? All the way from Montgomery, Alabama. Good to see you, good brother. I'm glad you're here. Hey. Nice to have you, sir. Happy New Year and all of that. Desiree, welcome. She said, this is Grab and waiting for it. Let's go. Hey, Rose, the real estate broker. Let's go, Rose B. Nice to have you. Hola, says Sunshine Maria Valle. Harris, okay, hyphenated. Let's go. Welcome on the Facebook side. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, Dehana. I remember you. Long time no see, gal. Happy to see you. Welcome. Y'all don't mind my little patois brogue. I hope you don't mind that, but we code switch around here. But I'm grateful, so grateful to be alive, so grateful to share this platform in this moment with all of you, and hopefully it helps somebody. So hit the like button so more people can see it. Comment, share. Right. And if you like this type of content, like, subscribe to the channel, like come over to YouTube and come look me up. Dehanna says, hello, Suzette. Good to start the year. A good start to the year for me. All right. Love that. So far, good, positive. Just a deluge of snow. Okay. In Canada, eh? I know it's cold up there. And listen, right now in the US, big up the people in New York, big up the people in the Midwest, Chicago, all throughout the middle of the country is covered. This is why we choose to come. We're warm weather people in Florida, even though the price is high here. Don't come, y'all. We tired of you guys coming. I think they said during the pandemic, more than 2 million people moved to Florida. I'm like, where are they? But point being, there's beauty in that snow too, I'm sure. Hey, Tori, nice to see you. Brain Games with Tori. Tori keeps you fresh in the brain and does wonderful games and exercises on YouTube. Glad to have you. He's been a guest on my show. I see you, Dusto, says Dust is for all. Love to have you here, brother. I'm happy you're joining us. Happy Saturday to you, brother. Every Saturday you'll catch me. Lil Ernest checking in from ATL, Shawty. I'm happy that you're here. Nice to have you. I've had an amazing week, but like I said, pensive in what God, when you get little signs, you be like, God, what are you trying to teach me right now? What are you trying to say right now? What do I need to be doing? And so I'm a bit reflective. So this is a show that's right on time for me. So hopefully it'll be right on time for you. All right. Oh, hey, Georgette says, oh, yes, love Florida, just like my Nicaragua. You know how it go. We like a little sunshine more than we like the snow. So big up everybody who migrated to the warm weather states. Big up Miami in the building, Fort Lauderdale, all over South Florida. Of course, we got people watching from Georgia, Alabama, all the way up to Canada, the Caribbean, and of course on Jamaicans.com. Big up if you're watching from Jamaica as well. So let's get into it. I want to bring her up now. Let's welcome co-founder of upliftingactions.com, the one and only Miss Alicia. How are you?
Hi.
Girl,
Hey,
you look cute.
Suzette.
How
Hey,
you
everybody.
been?
Thank you. I had to do a little something to make sure I was decent for the
Hey.
people.
Sweet, cute,
Yes.
young lady. I'll say cute, but I want to say substantive as well. I've known her for a long time. So when I saw this kind of new, or it's not really new to me,
No,
but
right.
your kind of path unfolding, I was like, ooh, I'm interested to know what is happening and why. So can you please introduce yourself to the people? Tell us just a little bit about yourself before we get into
Okay.
uplifting actions.
Not a problem. Okay, my name is Alicia. I am co-founder of Uplifting Actions, and I was born in Jamaica, but
Hey, hey,
gotta
hey,
represent
hey.
one time. Lived there for a few
Beautiful.
years, and I am one of four girls, so daddy was definitely outnumbered.
Okay,
I
daddy.
enjoy I enjoy watching movies. Gotta get my comedies. Gotta get my laugh on. Love action movies. I love whodunit, mysteries.
Love that.
I want to guess who did what before the end of the movie. And I can probably sit down and eat a whole pepperoni pizza by myself, specifically
That little
pepperoni. Yes,
skinny mini,
yeah.
I
Hey,
do. I
don't let it
believe
fool
that.
you.
Y'all believe that? I don't know if I believe it.
Don't let it fool you.
Yeah.
Um,
So cool. So
I
I'm so happy you
am,
have a. Yeah, go
yes.
ahead. No. The floor is
I
yours.
was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
I'm married to an amazing man and also my business partner. Um, he is my strength as far as going forward, and we just bounce things off of each other, and we have a passion to help people. We want to give people what we've discovered so far that can help, and it's something that they can do. So it's not like you know what to do, but it's like, okay, how do I do it? And that's where we step in.
I love that. I'm here with Alicia from Uplifting Actions. I am really inspired by the work she's doing, and I saw it online. I said, "Yo, come talk to me now." I should say, "Yeah, man, we can't talk to you about that." But we are
Yes,
we're just having
yes,
some fun. It's an easy breezy, beautiful day here in South Florida, and you are based in Central
hmm
Florida, so it's wonderful to
yes,
see that she is kind of doing something. Oh, she and hubby, let me put that out there,
yes,
tandem
yes,
tag team,
ma'am.
let's go. Um, have decided to uh, create a platform that will help others to work on having a consistently, and I'm just getting from what I got from watching
Yep.
you guys online and looking at your LinkedIn and stuff. So you correct me if I'm wrong. Helping others consistently develop, positive thinking, having a positive outlook, creating, room for a change of mindset for those who want it, and how to do it. I think that's really important because a lot of times we say we want stuff and we were like, oh yeah, today is going to be a fresh day, God. We're going to start new. And then, like I told her, down here, the people drive so bad. I had to repent yesterday in the traffic. I was like, this is what we do in South Florida, the cross the 10-lane highway right now to exit.
Mhm.
Like there's so many things that put your life in danger, and people that
Yes.
act so out of pocket that you're always
Mhm.
tested with, how do I
Mhm.
keep my peace? How do I stay,
Yes.
unfazed by those around me who may
Mhm.
not be as uh as far down the path, let's say,
Mhm.
as we
Mhm.
want to be. So there's a lot of challenge. So just talk a little bit about how you guys decided to like embark on uplifting actions. Like what was that like? Why put it out there?
Life. Just doing life and just seeing the need for people having the tools and actually implementing them. So for me, I love affirmations. And it's so funny because one of my nieces, when she was little, we were outside just playing and she was trying to jump and like slap a leaf off of a branch or something like that. But she's, short and the tree's up there. So she's running and then she got, in position and she got set up and she was like talking to herself, I can do this. I can do this. You got this. You got this. And I'm like, she's like 6. And I'm like, wow, if most adults had that same drive and that same passion to figure it out and to lock in and to use that, oh my goodness, like our mindset would just be so different. Our outlook, our perspective would be so different. And just taking that childlike simplicity and action to just do it every day, a little bit every day. Like, I can do this. I can get out of bed. Let me open up the curtain and get a little bit of sunshine. Let me get moving and like action, behind what it is that I need to do and move forward. So that's what it stems from. Like, just basically doing something, a little bit of something every day to progress towards where you want to be.
I love it. There's so much that I want to unpack with you. So let's get into it. We want to go into the mindset of people, everybody who's watching. Thank you so much, Jamaicans.com. I see you. Those watching on Suzette Speaks YouTube and Suzette Speaks Facebook page. I might actually probably try to simulcast as well as on LinkedIn. So let's define our terms. When people say mindset, I think we throw around that term. Oh, I love my mindset. I have a positive mindset. I don't need any help with mindset. And again, today is about 5 ways to change your mindset for those of us who are trying to reach to another level of having a change of outlook, right? On a regular basis. What do you define as mindset? How can you describe mindset for people?
Your mindset is your belief, like what you believe in and your perspectives on how you see yourself, how you see the world, and basically everyone and everything around you. That's just the basics of mindset.
And how do you know if you have a negative mindset? That's my other thing, because sometimes people are, what could I call it? Not self-aware. So you have people that think about it and think, okay, I'm not a negative person. I'm not, a very pessimistic person. But how would you know? How would people know if this applies to them?
So one way is if everybody around you is kind of hinting at the same thing. Like, So for example, I'm just gonna say it. Someone that is miserable, just unhappy, just not content in anything, they just negative. And that's how I bond, that's how I grow, that's how I go stay. And with that mindset, they're not realizing that a situation may have occurred previously. And as a result, now they have this hardness, this bitterness, this negativity. So it's developed over a period of time. And now they're stuck in that mind frame and they're just like, well, I don't know what to do or how to get out of it, or this is just how I am. And they just decide to settle in it. And that's another thing. It's up to choice. It's your choice if you want to be in this mindset. So that's my personal example.
Listening for hints, other people telling you that you might have some more of a dour outlook to, like,
Yes.
I think sometimes people can trick themselves and believe what they want to believe about themselves. So the first step, it sounds like, is kind of developing the self-awareness and listening to yourself. Think about what you're thinking about, how often you're thinking about it, and how it makes you feel once you think about it. Because a lot of times I think, doom scrolling on social media, doom scrolling on TV, doom scrolling is all around us. So it's easy for us to kind of fear and feel, these negative emotions. When you were wanting to change your mindset, talk about, like, even in your own walk or those that you've already helped, where was their mindset before they found you guys on Uplifting Actions?
So it's gonna basically we're gonna start jumping into what my keys are. I want to call them keys.
Okay.
And it's just awareness. One, being aware of what's going on, like what is triggering you, what's bothering you in life that you want to change. Um, so it could be anything from just simple bad habits. For me personally, is getting up in the morning when I say I'm supposed to. I will hit snooze like 5, 10 times out of the day, and or in the morning, I should say rather. And then I get up and like, oh no, and I'm rushing. Bad, very bad habit. And in order to break that, I stack that with something positive. Like, okay, if I get up, I'm gonna, have my ginger tea. I'm looking forward to my ginger tea. Us Jamaicans, we love our ginger tea. And so I couple it with that. So just pinpointing something that's triggering or bothering you, that underlining issue.
So cool. So we're jumping, as she says, right in. Today's show is about 5 ways to improve your mindset with upliftingactions.com. Alicia, one of the co-founders, is here just to drop some nuggets. I hope you guys are watching, taking notes or taking mental notes if you can, while you're driving, while you're doing your Saturday special, whatever you're into. Thank you for spending time with us here. We're really grateful. Hit the like button, comment, and share. I'll read a quick comment before we get into the 5 tips in earnest. She gave us the first. It sounds like self-awareness and awareness around your mindset. You can't change what you don't know. So listening to your thoughts and kind of maybe even jotting them down to hear what is it I'm thinking about, and how often is that popping into my head, and is it serving me? And the emotions around it are important. Are you feeling anxious because you're thinking that way? Are you feeling fear because you're thinking that way? Do you feel like maybe discouraged because you're thinking that way? These are all signs that you might need to be kind of tapping into someplace, just like Uplifting Actions. They do serve folks on their website. They have an ebook, and I'm going to get into that. They have a free newsletter, an encouraging newsletter. So there are support tools, is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to go this alone. And there are people like her and her husband who design platforms that have helped them, right, through tools that have helped them, to share it with others. And I think that is so wonderful. That is so selfless. And I think, again, sometimes we want to go it alone. I'm guilty, right? We want to say, oh, no, I'm smart. I got all this figured out. And sometimes we need reminders from people who have been there and have kind of put the toolkit together. So it's important. Mental health, y'all know that's something that's really near and dear to my heart. And as she goes through these 5 tips, I hope you guys will continue to comment. I see you. Scam likely. Negative people surround themselves with other negative people. You'd be surprised. They won't notice it because they're their norm. Many of them grew up on it. Although it can be from family and friends now. It can be from those you love. I agree with this. And sometimes birds of a feather do flock together. But you also, I throw out there, if there are people who don't want to talk to you as often as you want to talk to them, you might want to actually, some people are busy and they have kids and they have other things. There's also a mindset that you might want to check whether you're offering people a safe space to be loved, to feel empowered, to get uplifted, to be listened to out, and not a space where you're always bringing a negative energy or an energy that is displeasing to folks around you. So this takes a lot of self-awareness. Maybe you need to ask friends if you don't know. Hey, RM, I see you. Please sub to Uplifting Actions on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you to one of my wonderful moderators for being here. RM, happy New Year to you, sis. Thank you for being here. Michelle says, good topic for discussion, especially in an era where mental health is trending. Thank you, Michelle, on the Facebook side. BigUpJamaicans.com. Thank you for watching. Hey, the world class is in the building. Thank you so much. Everybody watching live, I see you. Happy Saturday. Happy to see everybody. What's up? Wonderful 34. Glad to have you. And please, again, all of the links for Uplifting Actions, their website, where you can sign up for the free ebook, sign up for the free newsletter, making sure that you get the support you need when we talk about mindset. So awareness is the first tool. Don't know, you can't fix. There we go. What you don't know. And if you don't know, you need to fix it. So there's 2 prongs to that. Where can we go from there? So once you're aware, what can you do about it?
So then you need to be intentional in looking for good. So anything simple as far as you catch all the green lights when you're going to work or to church and you're running late. Simple. Just like, oh, thank you, Lord. I'm running late, but I don't have to be sitting in traffic for like a good 20 minutes just to get to wherever it is that I need to be. Another thing would be setting a goal, making a deadline, and just being devastated that you did not make that deadline. However, you are taking intentional steps every day to complete smaller tasks towards that larger goal. So when you actually stop and look back, you're like, okay, I did all these other things. Like, look at what I've already accomplished. Looking for the good, being intentional. You have to make it a point to look every day, even if it's a stretch. You have to look every day anyway, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It's a stretch sometimes. Some days are just hard. it's just tough, and you're just everything's just piling on, and you're just like, is the light even on? But even if
Mhm.
there's just like that little glimmer, you hold on to it and look for that good.
I love it. So looking for the good in
Mm.
situations and in people.
Yes,
Woo!
yes, the people part.
That
Yes.
I see why she's saying that's so difficult, because I think day to day, whether it's people you work with or the people that you live with or people that you
Mhm.
love or people that you
Mhm.
don't really care for,
Mhm.
it can be I've heard a pastor one time call them sandpaper people. Mm,
Oh,
the people that come to smooth us out,
yeah. Oh,
challenge us, and they ruffle our feathers, and so sometimes they can't help it in a way, it's their
yeah.
personality, I guess. Or again,
Mhm.
like I said, they're not yet on their healing journey, or they haven't matured the way you have. Whatever the situation
Mhm.
is, there are people all around us that we're like, ooh, I would rather not spend a lot of time with you, but
Yeah.
unfortunately you're my coworker, or whatever it is. So
Mhm.
understanding that even in the smallest ways, daily we need to focus
Mhm.
more on positivity and seeing the good intentionally.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
love that, because I think I'm like, how can I apply that to my own self? So
Mhm.
seeing the good goes from, like she said, the smallest of the red light
Mhm.
versus the green light versus
Yes.
this is working in my favor. Because I find that, and I've read that people who think this way,
Mhm.
oftentimes it multiplies, it
Yes.
kind of expands,
Yep.
not what, they're just even, referring to. I got, first in line at the cafeteria. I don't know. Yay, I got this, new, my mechanic only took 30 minutes or whatever it is. Or I
Yep.
got, I've had a couple of situations where like the people offer me a discount. Then I look at my bill, I'm like, did I pay full price? They said they were going to give me a discount. So I'm more like, can I go back and get my 25% off? Like, what's going on here? But the good thing I could see in those situations, I try to look at it more so like, they tried to give me the most service. They tried to get me in and out. Maybe the lady was rushing,
Mhm.
that kind of thing. But
Mhm.
trying to pivot from the, man, I'm so upset that I didn't get, to, all
Yes.
right, but I left quickly and I was able to do X, Y, and Z after, that kind of thing. I
Mhm.
try my best to try to feel a little bit more like at peace about what has happened
Mhm.
by trying to see it through a positive lens. So that can
Yes.
be, again, that's a work in progress. Anybody, can I
Oh,
get an
yes.
amen? Because I feel oftentimes that I've mastered it, and then I'm like, mm-mm. I can only see like the guy who just cut me off, the guy who,
Oh,
won't
yeah.
back up because I just passed the parking, and now I'm sitting here and you're not moving. I'm not moving. Thanks, Miami. And I can only see the ways in which I'm like, I got here safely, God.
Yeah.
Thank you for this, vehicle. Thank you for being able to
Yeah.
just see and do what I'm
Yeah.
doing to the level
Yeah.
where I'm doing it, and avoiding, I was able to avoid the crash or whatever it is,
Mhm.
versus like,
Yes.
see. So it's always an interesting way to try to pivot
Yeah.
into seeing good.
Yeah.
So seeing good, I think writing it down, some people write it down, some people just,
Mhm.
process thing a little bit differently.
Right.
But whether it's in your kids, whether it's in your loved ones, seeing good first. Your husband,
Mhm.
your wife,
Yes. Yep.
seeing good
Yep.
first, seeing good intention first, not
Yes.
seeing, well, they could have done this. I always try to, and it's difficult, say, well, what was their intention? Now, some people do have
Mhm.
bad intentions, but they meant well is a better way to try to frame things versus,
Mhm.
the mistake that they made or the way they offended you, and that they're imperfect, or maybe that's the best they could do. But the day-to-day being intention about seeing good, small blessings, small beauty. I agree with that. I'm a very big look up. I went running the other day. Girl, I thought I was sprinting, and I could just, we had the clearest sky and just
Mhm.
no clouds and a beautiful moon. Stuff like that, I'm very in
Mhm.
touch with. I like outdoors though. So maybe
Mhm.
everybody won't get it that way. But just the
Yeah.
beauty of the crisp air, the ocean breeze, and the clear mood without any clouds. I'm like, God, thank you for this beautiful view and things like
Mhm.
this. So seeing good, seeing beauty around you in the smallest
Yeah.
ways will definitely help improve your mindset. What else you got?
Improve your mindset and protect your peace, because
Amen.
within all of that, there's a sense of peace, like there's a sense of control. So
Mm.
that was awesome. That was awesome. So the next key that I
Well, I'm
have,
feeding off
and
of you, sis. Go ahead.
the next key that I have, I'm gonna segue. I like that you went running the other day, is move. The fourth key is move. You literally have to get up and do something. So my husband told me um, a, a statement that he heard, a quote, if you will. Motion creates emotion. And I believe that it's so true. Sometimes just to break out of the thinking habit, that cycle, you have to get up and do something. You can't just settle on an alternative thought like, um, I can do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this. When you're like stuck in a negative mindset, like, oh my gosh, this went wrong today, that went wrong today, but I still need to do this, and you just can't shake it and you can't focus, get up and move. For
Mm.
example, I told a friend that I was getting ready to do an interview with you, and I was super excited, but I was also a little nervous and I still have work to do. So I said, you know what? I'm about to go do some jumping jacks. And I literally got up from my desk. I work at home. I got up from my desk and I did like 25 jumping jacks, 25, 30 jumping jacks, and I got my heart rate up. And the time I'm going, I'm like, I'm getting this energy out and I'm gonna focus on what the next thing is. And so I'm doing the jumping jacks, getting the energy out, and all the excitement and everything, getting my nerves together. And then I got back and I got to work. I was super focused after that.
Mm.
So movement helps. Even if you're just getting up and making your bed at the start of the day, after you do your devotions and whatnot.
Yeah.
um,
Move.
you need
Move.
to move. You need to
Mm.
move.
I love this because movement can redirect. I think a lot of
Yes.
times, yeah, when you are kind of stuck, even at work, I get up and take a walk. I get up and go to the bathroom.
Hmm.
I get up and go outside, get some fresh air. For those of us who work at a desk, it can be like, oh,
Hmm.
deadline, get this done.
Hmm.
Or whether you do go to an office, it can be,
Hmm.
it can reset you real quick by
Yes.
saying, let me, even at your desk. I have a friend girl that says she does squats at her desk. And I'm like, I don't know, everybody can't do squats at their desk. But
No.
she'll be in like oh my gosh, this is feeling overwhelming kind of
Hmm.
mindset. And then she'll
Hmm.
just get up and she'll do like you did with the jumping jack. She'll bust 10 squats in the chair and bust a little sweat. And then it's like, whoop, 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 okay, we can do this. You got your endorphins, you got your feelings.
Hmm.
You can kind of like encourage those positive hormones in your body
Yes.
with
Yes.
movement. So I
Yes.
do think like this is something very practical that people could
Yes.
do. Step away from the desk, step away from the
Hmm.
computer, or even in more difficult situations where it's like I've been again overwhelmed with some really crazy situations.
Hmm.
Like going for my walks, going for my runs, and
Hmm.
trying to. I found a running buddy. We'll see if he lasts. But yeah, I was like, bro, just let's just run. Like I just this ain't that kind of party. We just gonna run right now. But it motivated me. It allowed me
Yeah.
again that couple times this week where I was really stressed. And I
Hmm.
was like, thank God I'm going to the gym. Thank God I'm going to run. Thank God. Because I'm
Hmm.
like, these people drive me. These people drive me today. And you just feel like I'm not an angry person. But
Yeah.
just by, little stacked, little what they call microaggressions or little foolishness
Hmm.
throughout the day, I
Yeah.
was like, people need to be just cleansed before they enter their house in the evening. The
Yes.
way you will
Yes.
feel at your job, the
Hmm.
drive, the commute, or at
Hmm.
the supermarket. It's like,
Yes.
okay, I'm invisible. I'm not standing here. Thank you. So there are ways in which you kind of this kind of snowball can be cut
Hmm.
by
Yes.
just again redirecting your body. And
Hmm.
it's okay. And I want to back up a little bit in terms of that
Okay.
awareness piece, because
Okay.
I wanted us to get to the knowing your fears, knowing your biases, and knowing your negative
Hmm.
beliefs. So again,
Hmm.
the awareness piece is that you, yes, listen to your friends, listen to your family or your loved ones that sometimes
Hmm.
say, "Ma'am, get your mind right, my brother,
Yes.
get your mind right." But
Yes.
sometimes we don't know because we do not have an awareness.
Hmm.
um, can you talk a little bit about that? Because that's another key, one of the 5 pillars to
Okay.
helping your mindset reset, knowing your fears, biases, and negative beliefs.
Okay. So we're assuming now that you're aware of your mindset. If it may be that you're lazy, just putting it out there, or anger, or fearful. So you know what's going on with that. So now it's time to study your reactions. Why is it that you're acting that way? Okay. So then two questions come to mind. the way that you're reacting, is it the way that you want to act? And if it's not, what is the way that you want to act in in react in certain situations? So, for example, um, don't want to say road rage, maybe road aggression.
I
I
see a
used to
theme
have to,
today, a little bit of road rage. Driving in Miami will make you feel this
yes.
kind of way, guys. It's not me. I promise you, I'm not really this tight. But every now and then, if I have to go way South Miami or downtown or whatever,
Hmm.
I'm like, go with me, so I
Hmm.
don't have to deal with these
Hmm.
people. But
Yeah.
go ahead and make your point, please.
So, so for me, when I used to commute 2 hours to work, so an hour going, an hour coming, I would have to get in this mindset that okay, you're about to get in this car. You don't have control over other people, but you have control over you. So if someone's driving and they're doing their thing, they're in and out of traffic, they nearly sideswipe you, whatever the case may be, I choose to have the mindset that they may have a screaming child in the vehicle and they're just trying to get off the road, or they have a medical condition and they really need to get off the road. The third one, I try to shy away from because I'm just thinking that they're a jerk and then I'm just going to get even more upset. I'm not going to give that situation or that person any more control or time of my day because then I'm angry for like an hour after. That's 60 minutes of my personal time that I can be spending working on myself, personal growth, or building my business or encouraging a friend or a loved one. I'm not giving up that power that I have, that control that I have. So I'm deciding to have the mindset that hey, I see you. I see you where you're at. You're going to stay over there. You're not going to steal my joy or my peace at this moment. So, I have to make that conscious decision when I get in the car. Thankfully, I'm not driving to Miami because, who child?
So identifying, let me go back just to make sure everybody catches it. So identifying, guys,
Mhm,
your biases and fears and negative beliefs. When does it happen that you are tensing up or you are engaging in
mhm,
the mindset of, oh my gosh, this is now going to be, I mean, it might be getting up and going to work, y'all. I'm not in your business, but
yeah.
it could be as simple as that. And
Mhm,
as routine as that, where you start feeling negativity, or some people, it might be going home and facing family, facing situations
mhm,
that they don't want to face, etc. So there are
mhm,
other things. You apply it to you as you will. When we think
mhm,
about mindset, study why you react the way you do in certain situations. Is
mhm,
this the way you want to react?
mhm,
Is this the way you want to react? And if not, what is the way you
mhm,
want to react? Take home.
mhm.
Take home points, guys. Is this a way
Yeah.
you want to react? If not, what is the way you want to react? And then you can
Mhm,
go practice that behavior that you want instead of where your body or your central nervous system is pushing you to. Y'all feeling me? If you are hitting the like, hit the like. We're doing work here with upliftingactions.com. I want everybody before the end of the show to go over to Uplifting Actions. Make sure you sign up for the ebook, free ebook with the newsletter sign up. We want to support especially
mhm,
husband and wife business that's coming through to do something so positive that we need right now. Some of us are
mhm,
still in this mindset. I don't want to talk to people. I'm over people. Pandemic mindset. These people get on my nerves, and we're still in our little shells, or we're facing outward, and we're
mhm,
having difficulty because we're human,
mhm,
and we're not able to react the way we want to in certain situations. It's okay to be
mhm.
human. It's
Yeah.
okay to fall. It's okay to come back up. I've done it every day this week. Fall down in your emotional, like, what am I doing right here? No, Lord. Why is this person getting on my nerves like that? Let me start over. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to react this way. How would I want to react? And then
Mhm.
start to identify those specific behaviors and put them into practice. We could do that, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
feeling very optimistic about that. So think about this, guys. And if you rewatch this team replay, try to apply it as best you can where you can. We have one more fantastic tip. So we're going 5 ways to improve your mindset. This is a new
Mhm.
season. We all need it every now and then, need good reminders of how to do it. What else do you got for us before you head out?
All right. So the last key, which everyone has heard about, They're aware, they're seeing it everywhere. Everyone's telling you practice thankfulness and gratitude. And when you think about that statement, like, what does it mean to like practice? And I was sitting down, I was really thinking about it. I was like, what does one practice? What does it mean to practice? And it's simple. It's so simple. It's the way that you apply or carry out something. So, in this sense, it's the way you apply and carry out thankfulness and gratitude. Simple. Your action. How do you
Mm-hmm.
do it? So, if you were to show that you are thankful, what would you do? If you want to show someone that you're grateful, what would you do? For me, um, one way I practice gratitude is journaling. I love journaling. I have so many journals and I've gotten better because I would start in one. Oh, this is pretty. I'm going to start in this one. And then, oh, I found another one and just start in there. I'm like, no, be consistent and don't waste paper. So I journal and I write everything down, any and everything I write down. So from there, I try to find the positive. I'm looking for the good in negative or frustrating situations. That's what I do in my journal time. Another way is to practice affirmations. One of my biggest ones that I've been saying for years is I refuse to let anyone or anything steal my joy, period. I don't care who you are. You're not stealing my joy. If a situation comes up and it's not sitting too right in my spirit, yeah, no, we're going to shut that down in the most polite, respectful manner possible. But I'm not letting that bring me down. And then another way that you can practice thankfulness and gratitude is finding a scripture, a personal scripture. For me, it for the longest it was Jeremiah 29:11, and that's I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. And with scripture, I'm gonna do a sidebar real quick. Is you need the context. You need to read what happened before, and you need to read what happened below because you could take something and be like, "Yeah, this is for me," but like, do you really know the backstory behind what's going on?
Preach.
Uh, but in this season, it's Matthew 6:33 for me, and it's but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So whatever I do personally, I pray about it. And
Mhm.
last but not least is a quote, and I shared this with you several days ago. Is that this quote has like stuck with me like hardcore since like November, since I was working on our free ebook, Your Best Days for Life, Quotes for Life. It's a free ebook. You just go ahead and go to our website, upliftingactions.com, subscribe for our newsletter, and you'll be able to get that free download. So, with doing my research for that project, I came across a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, and it basically she's saying, "Do one thing every day that scares you." And I was just like, "Oh," I was like, "That's so good." And I was like, "Okay, how can I apply this?" And so, just stepping out of my comfort zone, this quote has like pulled me. I'm in front of you guys today. Like, this is outside of my comfort zone. I am so behind the scenes, it's not even funny. And, sharing with Suzette, she's like, okay, this is awesome. So we can schedule an interview. And I'm like, huh? Schedule a what? We're doing what? You want me to go live? Okay. Let me get back to you on that one. And literally within like 24 hours, I sat, thought about it, prayed about it, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. This is my one thing today that I'm going to be preparing for that's going to push me outside of my comfort zone. And finally, my last thought in regards to how do you practice thankfulness and gratitude is that it's hard to be angry and thankful at the same time. So just let that sink in. Like you can't have those two emotions hanging out at the same time. It's a choice that you have to make. So you have to choose to believe, if you will, or choose what it is that you want to believe. If you want to believe that you are an angry person, if you're a lazy person, if you're a jealous person, if you're always going to be frustrated, this is your thing, this is what you're believing, that's what your actions and that's what your thoughts are going to line up to be. So those are my 5 ways of how you change your mindset in 2024.
I'm so happy that you gave us those nuggets. Everybody say hello. I'm the mindset game is where it's at, y'all. And we can conquer our minds, just like I love this quote. Let me put this up. I see Michelle in the chat. Welcome everybody watching. Michelle says, "The mind is like a rudder that directs and guides you
Mhm.
on your life journey." So, absolutely, the mind can make and break, and I'm not
Yeah,
saying forever. The beauty that that human beings have is that we have the ability to change. Thank you,
yeah,
Lord. We do not have
yeah,
to stay the same. It could have been that way all of 2023. It could have
yes.
been that way all of 2022, 2021. But you have the ability right now,
Mhm.
guys, to
Yep.
change, to
Yes.
shift, to recreate a new beginning, right?
Mhm.
To create a new beginning for who you want to be now
Mhm.
and where you
Yep.
want your mind to go now. So it's important that you know you have the capabilities. Everybody is gifted in the same, we have different talents, right? Different
Yes.
passions, even. But we have the same 24 hours and we have the same abilities to think about what we're thinking about, right? And to move those thoughts in a new direction if that's what we want to do. So I
Yep.
appreciate that. Yes, I see you, Michelle, laughing, talking about, yep, driving on these roads require rules. So I'd be like, who am I? I'm like, Lord, what am I doing right now? What am I talking to this guy in front of me? Because it can make you check your salvation at the door. Let's go. You're
Oh,
wondering, what am I feeling this? Woo. But you have to, and it shows you, it really does. But
mhm.
that means you need more work. And I prayed and I
Yeah.
repented. Hey God, all right, it's clearly I need more work and I'm getting there. I'm not perfect and never claimed to be. But if you would have me learn from this, I clearly need to understand that there are people that have a maybe, as you say, put it in, reframe it in they might be having difficulties. They might be lonely. This older
Mhm.
white guy, I'm talking about like, whew, I was like, this man cut me off like I wasn't driving. Like, what's going on? And his race don't have anything to do it. But the point being, I was just like, oh my gosh. But then again, I think about how people's faculties can diminish when they get older. Their judgment,
Yep.
their timing on the road
Yep.
is different. So I had to
Yep.
reset and be like, whoa, well, maybe he really didn't see me. Maybe he just pulled out
Mhm.
because he didn't see me. So it
Yeah.
can happen. So
Mhm.
giving yourself and others grace, I would add to that,
Oh, yes.
in your development of a new mindset. It happens over time. It's not a today thing
Mhm.
only. It can always be redirected each and every day, right?
Yes.
We start new and fresh every day. So if you don't get it right, don't beat yourself up. I'm guilty. If you feel sometimes you're slipping back, that's okay. But we have
Mhm.
wonderful tools. I want people to learn how to connect with you all, how to sign up, what you guys are offering. Yes, find all their social medias. Don't forget, look in the description or just go to their website. You'll be able to find out
Mhm.
more information about uplifting actions. Again, this platform is designed to help you in those tough and rough days where you feel
Mhm.
like I'm about to lose my mind and I don't know where to go and I don't understand, how to redirect, right? They are a toolkit. Even just, I was just looking at the quotes on your Instagram page and I was feeling, that's a good idea. There's some good tips here. So follow them on all social media, guys, and make sure everybody's enjoying. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you, Paulette, saying awesome. Thank you, Elaine. They're feeling you and they're feeling the
Yes.
message of this wonderful platform. So before we go, tell people how they can connect with you.
The easiest way is just to go to our website, upliftingactions.com, and it has all our social media information on there. The best thing for you to do is subscribe to our newsletter, and that'll go directly into your inbox. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a quote for the day, uh, maybe one paragraph summary as far as an encouragement piece. And then from there, you're going to get actions. And you'll have at least three actions, something that you should be thinking about for the day or something to physically do. And you can either do it for that day or do it for the week or the month, for the year, however long you feel that you need to perform those actions, and hold on to the quote. And that's the best way that we can help you for right now. There's some other things
Hey, just
down
sign
the
up, y'all.
pipeline,
Don't give
but
it all.
yes.
Don't give it all right here.
No,
Sign
no.
up. They're a new platform. They're going places. I wanted to expose you guys early. Elisa, hang tight. I'm gonna let you go, but don't go right away after the interview. I wanted you guys to kind of learn again where there is good information for you to benefit from. And I do think this idea of shifting mindsets is important for us throughout the year. And maybe you're good right now, but if you're not, you can always go. And I think I signed up just for maintenance. But for me right now, like I said, this season, January started off with a bang, and then it was like uppercut, uppercut. Where are we going now? And I'm like, okay, God, I want to go back to where I started when with my, intent for this year. And you got to be, again, you're a human who is always shifting, always dealing with new, battles, new challenges in your environment, new challenges in your mind, internal and external. So this is the internal guidebook, guys, that can help you think a different way, learn from it, utilize it, sign up for it, upliftingactions.com. And I want to thank her. Thank you, Alicia. Thank your hubby for saying yes, let's go and do this interview. And I hope it helps people. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you again, Jamaicans.com. Lil Ernest says, okay, great information as always. Okay, we appreciate you, my brother. And thank you so very much, RM, and all you guys watching on all the different platforms. We appreciate you. Go to the website. That would be the call to action. Let's go, or activate your own, ability to change your life through this wonderful platform. So we want you to do it, but do it for you. Do it for you, guys. We appreciate her. Thanks, everybody. Hit the like button on your way out. It's been Suzette Speaks, live and direct, bigupjamaicans.com. Again, make sure you go over to Uplifting Actions and like and share this message. Hopefully others will get it and it'll get to people who need it. That was my prayer for this. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, RM. I'll see you guys real soon. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.